Hold on to your cell phones. There is a new social networking app that is changing the way the world and we as consumers do business. Here to tell us about Periscope, an exciting new social networking app that allows you to stream live video, is Kathy Hackle. Kathy is a social media and Periscope strategist and CEO of Globally Social. Good morning.
Good morning, Carly.
Wow, Periscope. This is like the next big thing, is it not?
It is the next big thing. It really is.
So kind of explain that we have a lot to get into. This is a fun concept, but there's a, pretty simple, but it allows you to do so much. So how do you explain what Periscope is?
I think it's, an easy way to explain it. It's like Truman Show, because you're able to broadcast your live or whatever it is that you're doing to the world. And it's done through a free app.
Okay, so it's free. It doesn't even cost you anything.
I can see why
business owners would say, hey, I like this.
Yeah, it's free to download. You can download it on your Android or your iPhone.
Just look for Periscope?
Just look for Periscope. Okay. And it's free, and it lets you live stream video from your devices to everyone in the world.
All right, so give us some examples on maybe who's on Periscope. And by the way, this is very credible. It's connected with Twitter.
It is owned by Twitter. It was acquired by Twitter, but for $86.6 million.
Wow. So they knew that this was going to be big. They knew that this was worth the investment. So give us some examples on maybe who you can find on Periscope, who's using Periscope, what are they using it for?
There's lots of people using it. It's actually they've got 7 million users in just 3 months.
Wow.
Which is a huge number.
Yeah.
But some of my favorites that a lot of people know are John Mayer. He's really taken to the platform, and he interacts with fans, and he plays music for them. It's really fun to watch.
Because you can engage with people, right? So if you are setting up your phone, you just have to make sure that it's, your camera's where you want it to look. So here's some examples here. And then people comment, or how are you able to engage with either customers or fans or what it may be?
Well, you broadcast from your phone, and the camera's going to be looking at you. So you're the one, you or whatever it is that you're showing, you will be the person speaking. But people can ask questions. There's like a little chat room at the bottom.
Okay.
And people can ask questions, and that's how the engagement happens.
Ah, okay. So John Mayer's doing that. He plays a little tune, then maybe chats with some fans. Who are some other people? I know even politicians are using it now. Some major announcements were made recently.
Major announcements. Bernie Sanders launched his campaign on Periscope. Hillary Clinton, when she launched her campaign, she also had Michelle Kwan take over her Periscope and show everything that was going on at the campaign launch.
Wow.
Trump actually Periscoped his now infamous press conference.
Now infamous, yeah.
So there's lots of folks, very interesting. I've seen actually a plastic surgeon in Miami that has Periscoped some of his surgeries.
Wow. Again, talk about how this is really, do you think, going to change, not just social media, but I think the way we do business now, the way we consumers find out about what business products we like. How do you think this is going to change our current world?
It will definitely change, because from a product perspective, you can show people like your new product even before it comes out. Yeah. So if there's a new iPhone or a new, clothing line, you can actually show people behind the scenes look of what's going on and kind of create buzz.
Okay.
Let's say.
Do you follow people like you would either Facebook or Twitter? Is there like a news feed essentially that is continuously going on as well? There's
not really a news feed. You follow people just like you do on Twitter, let's say. So whoever you follow on Twitter will show up on Periscope for you to be able to follow.
Okay.
And really the way right now that you find people is through a listing. It'll show you who's live in the world.
Okay.
It'll show you a list, or it'll show you a map. So you can also find people in your area that might be periscoping.
And did you hear that? Who's live in the world? So this is essentially bringing the world right, as the internet does, but just in a whole new way. With that being said, I know you wanted to make sure and mention that this is something that parents, if kids are going to be using, this has got to be severely monitored and making sure that everything, because this is a lot in your fingertips.
It is a lot. I would recommend for parents to read about it and be aware of what these apps are and how they work. It is, the cutoff age is really 13 or older. I would still monitor if you're a parent, because they're live broadcasting from wherever. Yeah. There's been cases of teenagers showing, people around their home or broadcasting in front of their home. So if, there is a risk there.
Yes, there is a risk. So parents need to, and that's why maybe some people, I know I'm not up to date with technology, but as parents you need to be. You need to find out what your kids are doing and what business owners are doing. As we close here, what do you want people to really understand about Periscope? This is pretty exciting.
I want people to understand it's fun. There is that privacy issue, but it is fun, and it's really changing the way companies are communicating with audiences, and it really, you know, it's the next step in social engagement.
And you want to engage people to maybe head up to New York, right? You guys are already talking about people are loving this so much. They want to talk to other people who are using it, maybe dish out some tips as well. So invite everybody to this globally social event that you guys are having.
Yeah, well, we're putting together through Periscope Community Summit, we're putting together New York Scope Week, which will be a few days of the biggest names in Periscope coming together to share best practices and to just really like connect in real life.
And this is going on in September, right?
In September 22nd through the 24th in New York. All
right, so they can find out more by going to your website, and then certainly to find Periscope, what do they do again?
They go to they Google Periscope, and they go to the Periscope app website, and or just in their iTunes.
And it's free. There's no cost to this, so it'll be
free.
Exciting to see what happens, where this takes us next. Who knows?
It'll be very exciting.
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
All right, more and more people are flocking to the Sunshine State. Up next, find out why this week's Real Estate Best Buy is bringing them to Cape Coral.